Hey everybody, Zach with the Midnight Jamboree. So I'm going to do a comparison video for you of the two releases of The Thing. I have Scream Factory's release here and Arrow's brand new release right here. And I'm going to kind of go over a little bit of the differences here, kind of hopefully let you make up your mind as to which one you really want, or if you're a collector like me, to make sure you really want to buy both. So the first one is going to be the Shout Factory release. So kind of the big one on this one is that Dean Cundy did the transfer for this one. It is a 2K master, so it's not going to be astounding 4K or anything like that, but it is still a very serviceable transfer in my opinion. And he also did do a specific commentary just for the Scream Factory release, so pretty much that's a good reason to get it, because you get a little bit more information about the movie. Two things I feel that make this a very strong release, and one that you should get regardless of if you're getting the Arrow version as well, is that it has almost 3 different cuts of the film. It has the network broadcast cut on here, and it also has vintage production reel, which is almost kind of an assembly cut of the film, just with, you know, different angles, different things here and there. So it's more history that's kind of beyond just the regular theatrical cut of the film that we have. And that's a really good reason to get this. And it has past that just, you know, standard documentaries, extra features, things. There are some new interviews with cast and crew, so that's pretty cool as well. But other than that, it has a lot of archival features. So obviously it's a great set to get. If you are stateside and you don't really want to import or anything like that, it's a great release to have. And I'm very happy to have it because, like I said, those additional cuts of the film are just fantastic. When it comes to the Arrow release, this is a 4K transfer that was supervised by John Carpenter and Dean Cundy themselves. And it's interesting to kind of note how different this one really looks from that one. From all the screen caps that I've kind of seen of it so far, it definitely does have a different look to it. The one thing I thought was kind of interesting on the Blu-ray forums that I follow, one person basically said, you know, it seems like Dean Cundy just kind of grades it however he thinks it looks best at the moment. So that's why we kind of have different transfers of things, and that's why things like the Halloween 35th anniversary cut and release kind of might not be accurate as to the correct color timing that we saw theatrically all those years ago. So it's interesting to kind of note something like that. But it, like I said, it does have a 4K transfer versus the 2K transfer that the Scream Factory release has. So obviously, a lot of people already say right there they've got it in the bag. But as I said, I've yet to watch this myself specifically, but from the screen caps, they do look very different. But they both look pretty good in my opinion. So, I mean, you'll kind of see in motion is always the true test of almost anything. One of the cool things that comes on this is a podcaster's commentary, where there are 3 different podcasters kind of discussing the thing. Personally, I prefer ones that kind of come from at least somebody who's in the film or something to that effect. I mean, I know there's obviously film historians and everything like that. And, you know, on the Children of the Corn one, there was someone who's like a Children of the Corn historian. So, I mean, I guess pretty much anybody can do a commentary track on a Blu-ray as long as they're knowledgeable about the subject. So that's going to be kind of interesting to hear, to see what, if anything, they might really kind of uncover that's like, wow, I didn't know that and nobody else discussed that in the other commentaries. This also does have 2 extra features on there. One of the features that this one has that's kind of a newer feature is called Who Goes There? And it's in search of the thing. So it's going to be kind of an interesting documentary for the fact that it goes from the original novella all the way up to the Thing remake. So I think it'll also probably cover the Thing from Another World and various kind of stuff in between there. And that's pretty cool because there's so much mythology behind the Thing even before you get to John Carpenter. So that'll be interesting to see. There's also a documentary on here about the movies of 1982. That's interesting to me. I don't know if it needed to be on here. It might have been able to be its own thing unless the Thing is predominantly what's discussed. I know 1982 obviously is a great year for movies, but it kind of feels not out of place, but more so excessive, I guess might be the term. But either way, I haven't seen it, so I'm not going to kind of belay the point on that one. This one also does have an additional feature called No Thing Left Unsaid, which is kind of interesting. It has some various cast members and crew members as a panel that was at Texas Frightmare 2017 where they discuss the Thing. So that's a feature that the Scream Factory release wouldn't really be able to have access to because it came out a little bit before that. So there's also a short fan film that was made that's on here called The Thing, 27,000 Hours. Kind of interesting, I guess. Obviously it's a play on the James Franco movie, so I think it'll be interesting to see. I don't know exactly what it's about. This is the first I've heard of it, was looking at this, so I'm pretty interested to check that out. Another interesting thing that's on here is fan features, so I don't know exactly what that entails, if there'll be slight kind of documentary things, or really what it might be, so that'd be pretty cool to check that out. So, I mean, that kind of, obviously aside from the cover and the booklet and everything like that, are the main differences between these 2 releases. And as I said before, it's great to kind of have those differences on there because obviously different companies don't always share their kind of exclusive features and anything like that. It'll be interesting to see kind of in the future which one of these really is regarded as the best release because they are very different, as I had mentioned, and just, I don't know. I'm happy to have both, but I know a lot of people out there are really just wanting to say which one is the best because that's what a lot of Blu-ray collectors really are. They're like, oh, I don't care that this one has a special feature. Which one is the best? So, I guess in the near future, we'll hopefully figure that one out. But I think that'll be it for this installment of the Midnight Jamboree. Don't forget to follow us on Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat, Pinterest, Twitter, all those good places so you can see the stuff that we do outside of the YouTube channel. And also don't forget to subscribe to us on here and hit that notification bell so you can see the next time we upload a video. Alright, I think that'll be it for this installment of the Midnight Jamboree. I'm Zach. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye.